Hey folks, today we're doing something that van life slash camper life slash RV life lets you do. A quick overnight trip. Join us. We're beginning our drive out to El Capitan State Beach, which is about 2 hours north of us. This is going to be a quick one-night camping trip. It's something we did once or twice last summer with our first camper van, our Winnebago Solus, which we named Atlas. Maybe we'll make an episode out of it someday. But yeah, this is just a quick overnight trip here in the middle of summer. We're leaving about, 3:45 p.m. from the area, so we'll get there hopefully around 6 or so. But this is one of the great things having a motorhome or a camper van, is that it lets you do stuff like this. You can go do a quick overnight trip even if you don't leave until really late on Saturday, for example. You know, when we were just tent campers, this is something you could never even dream of doing because it just wasn't worth the time and effort to drive over to get there just for one night and have to set up your tent. With this thing, with our Ekko Terra, it makes this possible. So that's what we're gonna do. But first stop is gas. Loading up with the supplies that Jamie just picked up. Hopefully the traffic's not too bad heading up north to Santa Barbara. All right, that ETA is not too bad. Here we go, off, hitting the road. We're all set up, folks. We made it to El Capitan State Beach, Site 111. Again, this is for our overnight stay. Just one night here at El Capitan. I apologize, I didn't really get any footage of us setting up because we got here about 7 and we just wanted to set up, so didn't really have the time or patience to be able to break out the camera and film things, but yeah, but this is Tara all set up. And one thing we didn't show you last week, or last time when we were at Yosemite, is the setup of the outdoor kitchen. So we're using that today. When we got this and it was equipped with this, to be clear, this is an optional feature. So this outdoor refrigerator and the stove, we didn't really think we'd use this, but this has been very handy actually. Even though we have a Blackstone and other outdoor kitchen stuff and gear, it's just a lot more convenient to just pull this out and just use our propane that is in there on board with the Ekko. So the outdoor kitchen, good, thumb up. Except we're missing the sink feature, but whatever.
Oh my god, can you tell him to shut, so please be quiet.
Quick look inside. And we're actually fully set up in terms of, unlike last time at Yosemite where we didn't spin the chairs around, this time we did. So this is what it looks like when you fully set up, except we don't have the table up yet, so we'll do that later, I'm sure. So, like what we talked about, it's one of the great things having a camper like this is that you can do exactly what we just did. Where not only is it one night, I mean, we left home about 3:30, actually almost 4 p.m. 2.5 hour drive to get here, so we got here close to 7. And but we get here, you pull up, setup is relatively fast, and you can enjoy a night of camping. One of the things we dreamed about when we dreamed about having an RV, especially like a van slash camper like this. So this is, I think, our second or third time doing an overnighter like this, and it's great. This is, sometimes even just that little dose of unplugging of camping is all you need. So dinner on a quick one-nighter trip is Costco Euros, which I think is kind of new. But that hot food section, or that area of Costco that has a lot of those foods that are relatively freshly prepared and you just need to heat it, great choices for camping. Especially just, like I said, a quick overnighter where you don't really have the time or energy to do long prep. Really good. One thing, I forgot to bring wine, even though we're very close to the wine country that got us into wine.
I have so much wine at home.
But we brought the General Sherman IPA from our trip to Yosemite about a month ago. Link to that video will be right here in the corner. I'll link it somewhere here. One of the nice things about these one-night camping trips, it's actually one of the rare times that we actually just camp. Like, the traditional things that people think of when they go camping. Setting up, cooking, eating, just relaxing, hanging out by the fire. Believe it or not, we rarely do that on our RV trips, because usually we're going to somewhere far or we're on long road trips, so we're not really enjoying the moment as far as night to night. So these one-nighters are actually a great way to just do what we used to love when we tent camp. Just relax, take your time, try not to get aggravated by the kids, and yeah, just enjoy things. So in case anyone's wondering, this thing is a Firecan. I forget the name of the company that makes it. Well, I'm sure I'll find it and link it or put it somewhere on the screen here. But it's a pretty handy little Firecan, fire pit. So when you're in areas with no wood burning restrictions, etc., it's a good option. Really easy to set up. It's a nice way to enjoy a campfire without the smoke of wood, which is a pro and con, because there's nothing like the smell of smoke, but sometimes it's a little too much. And sitting here,
oh my god,
you can feel the heat. It's pretty nice. And this can get hotter. We don't have it all the way up.
It looks so bright.
Oh.
Careful. Well, everyone else went in. It's a pretty nice night, but I'm just sitting out here alone around the same fire can that we were looking at a little earlier. It's a really nice night. A little cool, but I mean, it's not bad at all. It's just too bad everyone else went in. Fire can's still doing its thing. One thing we didn't highlight is the little propane tank that we have. As I understand it, I think there are other little propane tanks you could buy. This is I forget the size, but it's smaller. It's not the full thing. But it's great because instead of carrying around a bunch of those little green disposable ones, you just have this and you can fill it up at any place that refills propane. And it's a really good amount too. So all those quick start propane devices that you might have for camping, this can replace those little tanks, and it's just really convenient, better for an environment in the long run, and it's great, really good, and it lasts way longer. Just a little bit of a gear review. That, I don't know if you can see it other than the light itself, but that is the Light Ranger. I think that's what it's called. That thing is great. It was introduced to us by members of the Asian RV camping group that we're in, our Asian RV adventure group, and it's a great game-changing camping light. It's so simple to use. The light's very powerful. It's rechargeable by a USB-C. The charge lasts a long time, and you can put these little covers on them to get the different colors. So right now we have a yellow-orange color one, but different colors that you can put on to give it whatever environment or ambiance you want. That thing is great. Super compact too. It's the other great thing. Very powerful light. It'll replace any other external light you might have. It gives you that beautiful light that fits in well with camping. Alright, I think I'm going to start winding down. I could feel the phone buzzing. Sounds like the kids are going nuts.
I buy toys.
No, can I fold this one, please?
I like toys. Give me toys. Big one.
Okay.
This is the leftover breakfast of our kids. Good morning. This is the morning of our quick one-night overnighter trip. Once again, this bed was extremely comfortable. It was just such a nice night's sleep. So comfortable. And I realized when I was watching our other video, I mentioned how good this bed is. This bed is so comfortable compared to any bed we've been on. Not even just RVs, but just beds in general. Can't recommend it enough. What's in there, guys?
A spider, a bunch of ants, and I'm messing with the spider because I don't like spiders. Every day then. Every what?
Yes, folks, the classic camping slash boy activity. Messing with bugs, namely ants, that made their way into our little trash bin. Even though I emptied the trash yesterday, it turned out there were scraps of food in there. So now it's kept the kids entertained for the last 15 minutes, so it's worth it. This is the great trash ant walk of 2024 summer. Here, come on.
Then he fell
All right, guys, go on in. We're gonna get ready to go. We made it to Los Alamos. We're gonna grab lunch at a barbecue, looks like pop-up, that is set up here in the bodega. And that's one of the great things with Terra's, even though it's big, you can still fit in a fair amount of parking spots. Not quite as versatile or as many spots as, say, Atlas or a camper van, but a good amount. Priedite Barbecue, maybe mispronouncing that, set up here at the back of the bodega. First time we've ever tried it, so looking forward to it. It looks like the only option is a brisket burger, but can't wait. I'm starving. That was pretty quick. This is a brisket cheeseburger.
That's good.
Alright, well, here's the burger. It looks really good. That's a really good burger. Really good. Thumb up. 2 thumbs up. You know what it actually tastes like, I realized? The best version of a Big Mac that you're ever gonna have. That's what this is. Because even the dressing is kind of like that Thousand Island style. Sesame seed bun, soft. Onions, grilled onions, so I think the Big Macs have like those chopped onions. And then pickles. Highly recommend you check this out if you're going through Los Alamos. That was a great lunch, great environment, nice little patio out there. It's what you think of when you think summer. When you think a nice summer day, especially in the shade, although it was kind of hot, but in the shade it was pretty good. But fantastic. back to Terra and the journey back home. This is our overnight camping trip. Just exploring a little bit before we head back home to LA. Oh boy. No stop at Los Alamos is complete without a visit to Bob's Well Bread. We're heading back